There is a common misconception that Swiss people are born with a silver spoon in their mouth and a profound respect for safety regulations. This is incorrect. Once a year, we throw all logic into a river and pray that a $300,000 piece of machinery saves us from drowning. Welcome to the Mammoth Raft Race.
Switzerland can be monotonous, boring and grey. From time to time though, people need to take a break from counting gold bars and making cheese in their mountain huts. And that's when they turn to building giant rafts
and almost drowning in a river.
Today we're gonna find out what Swiss people get up to when they get bored. No place better to do so than the Mammut-Flossrennen. This literally translates to Mammoth Raft Race. Like and subscribe so I can afford English lessons in the future.
Our journey begins in Degenau. The Swiss have meticulously planned every detail of this race, except for one minor variable, the actual water. Right now the race is a complete traffic jam, because the river is technically empty. Apparently they are draining the local reservoir, the Gypsesee, just to artificially float these giant toys. In another country, you'd wait for rain. In Switzerland, we just control the local lakes. Efficiency at its finest. Though to be honest, the water was supposed to be here an hour ago.
Now the floodgates have been opened and I have to climb my way out of the river. I'm getting wet feet, but at least the race can continue.
And there it is. The artificial tide is turning. My shoes are officially ruined, but the engineering madness can finally begin. Welcome to Sitterdorf, the epicenter of the race and the place where Swiss discipline supposedly evaporates into a cloud of domestic beer and charcoal smoke. Watching people destroy their homemade rafts works up an appetite. And because this is Switzerland, even an intoxicated festival crowd manages to queue for encased meat with the structural order of a military parade.
Swiss festivals always kind of look the same. I don't mean that there are rafts everywhere, but you will without fail get shitty music, beer and sausages. Bratwurst is the way to go. If you feel a bit extra fancy, you can also go for a schnitzelbrot. Regarding Bratwurst, you might have heard to not eat it with mustard in the canton of St. Gallen, or else you will be tortured to death. Don't listen to it. It's just great marketing, really. You can get mustard even in the canton of St. Gallen, my home canton. Anyway, back to seeing people drown.
To pass the local weir, the contestants have to clear a treacherous 3-meter wooden ramp. And this is where the fun ends and gravity takes over. Moving these multi-ton monstrosities isn't an elegant slide, it is pure agonizing, back-breaking labor. If you don't push with everything you've got, you simply become a permanent traffic hazard. Once these over-engineered fortresses actually start to slide, there is absolutely no stopping them. Rafts are launching themselves straight into trees, shattering structural elements and sending heavily intoxicated sailors plunging into the river. It's a glorious, chaotic meat grinder. If paying 12 francs for a mediocre sausage and lukewarm beer doesn't kill your wallet, the local wildlife will kill you. I am currently hosting a national convention of aggressive wood ants on my legs. Let's move to the finish line before I lose my lower extremities. The finish line, a picturesque paradise of family barbecues and Swiss harmony. But beneath the surface lies the final boss of the river, a passage so difficult that almost every single raft immediately breaks or gets stuck. In any other part of the world, if your homemade raft gets stuck, you use a rope, a branch, or a bit of teamwork. But this is Switzerland. We don't do teamwork, we deploy a state-of-the-art $300,000 walking sci-fi spider excavator to bail out drunk hobbyists.
So there you have it, the Mammut-Flossrennen. 12 kilometers of questionable engineering, mild hypothermia, and collective delirium you normally only get to see on a national banking crisis. It truly is the Takeshi's Castle of the Alps, but with one major difference. In the original show, they were playing for a prize. Here, we pay an entry fee for the privilege of almost drowning in front of our families. Was it worth it? From my perspective, standing here with my now dry shoes, absolutely. For them, probably not. But hey, that's Switzerland for you. We're boring until we're not. And when we're not, it usually involves a river and a shitload of beer. I'm going back to my vault now to count some gold bars and get the smell of sausage out of my nose. Like and subscribe if you want to see me suffer in more beautiful locations. Until then, goodbye and don't die.